Realtors love to show you what they do. Today, I'm going to show you one real deal from the beginning to the end, nothing hidden. This client went from a very first WhatsApp message to owning a verified oil palm land in Iwekoro, Ogun State, from another continent without being pressured or being scammed. I'm going to show you exactly how it happened, step by step, and actual documents on screen. I'm Roto Kwamdin, and details are shared on the client's permission, and all sensitive information have been blurred. Let us start with our first message. Sometimes around 2025, April 17 precisely, this client, a nurse in the UK, reached out via WhatsApp from one of our paid platforms. She reached out on one of our listings, but she wasn't ready to buy. She said she was just following up, and when she was ready to buy, she would let me know. At that point, she was looking for something, but she doesn't know what she was looking for yet. But she needs more clarity as she studied the market. As a form of following up, I do send her valuable real estate content from time to time. On this particular day, September 10th, precisely, I sent her a valuable content which talks about the fact that there are two listed oil palm businesses in Nigeria on the Nigerian Stock Exchange, valued at 1 trillion naira each, while there was no listed fintech in Nigeria that is valued even at 200 billion, right? I also want her to tell her to let her know that oil palm is Nigeria's quiet powerhouse, which is suitable for smart investors. And I also want her to let her know what she could be earning from each acre, each hectare, if she decide to add oil palm investment to her investment portfolio. I sent it to her some days after, September 15 precisely. She responded with, "This is interesting," and requested more details. That was when she started showing interest in this particular product. This particular real estate product match a term long-term goal, where she could have something on the long term that she can transfer to her children and possibly grandchildren. Then she started showing interest. She requested for various details, location of the estate, the prices, the title document, the company in charge, the timeline, how to get started, and all that. She got all the information she needed, even while she was over there. I scheduled her for different webinar, oil palm webinar organized by the company, which is being done every month for her to join. And as time went by, she invited her husband to join her as well. Then she said they have solid interest in the product. However, they would like to schedule an inspection when they get back to the country before they make any commitment. Part of what she needed to know about this oil palm estate is the fact that one, it's a long-term investment. Two, it involves oil palm land where you own the land and the palm trees. Three, the more the land you buy, the more the oil palm, the more the revenue. I showed her the estate, let her know that this particular company has done phase one, two, three, auto Palm Ridge Estate phase 8, which actually interests her. That's one. Then secondly, show that the allocation video, show that the testimonial, show that the company's frequent webinar and frequent updates about the estate. Also, the estate itself did has registered survey with the CFO that is will be processed later in date. All these are important details that grab our attention even further. Then she scheduled an inspection for when she go back to the country December 2025. By December 2025, even as companies were winding down and inspections were rounding up for the year, we tried to accommodate space for this client and her husband. Meanwhile, the price was also about to be increased, except she took advantage with an initial deposit, which I didn't force at that period of time. However, inform her ahead about the change in price so as she will be informed that the price will soon be changed. She got to the country December, however, we were unable to schedule an inspection. However, she has gotten all the required information that she needs to get about the products, the developer in charge, the price, the payment plan, the ROI, and the term of investment. However, we could not conduct the inspection December because of the busy schedule and the festive season. But she was able to key in with an initial deposit of 500,000. By January, just before she went back to the UK, we were able to conduct the inspection. Yes, we went to site inspection with her husband. They saw the oil palm, they saw the nurseries that were there, and they saw the oil palm that have been, I mean, the oil palm land that has already been allocated to other subscribers, and we were able to see everything that have been telling them over the phone, live on site. They asked all their questions. The company representative explained everything to them, the vision behind the oil palm estate and other stuff coming up. These are not bluff. These are factual details that are verifiable. She left the site and her husband, they were happy, they were excited. They got back, they made more deposits, and as they made deposit, they got their document. And when they made the last deposit, they also got their document talking about the provisional allocation of their oil palm land. They know the number of palm trees is coming with, they know what they are expecting in the next 3 years. Now, full payment has been made, documents are already being processed while we wait for the physical allocation of their oil palm land. This is so because oil palm land are mostly allocated during the rainy season because of the oil palm seedling. That is the favorable weather to plant because they need water for them to at their early stage. And they have been so happy. They have been getting updates on allocation, and allocation will soon be coming up very, very soon. Haven't gotten their document mailed to them already, just awaiting physical allocation. We were able to get a referral from them a month after, and because trust has been built, we were able to close deal within 4 weeks. Same fear, same story, but this time around, one verified deal became two. Everything you just watched starts with a simple WhatsApp message. If you have been in the same position as this client, you want to own something back home but held back by different stories, send me a WhatsApp message today. Your budget, your goal will start exactly where this deal started. Verification first without pressure. The number is showing on your screen, and who knows, maybe, just maybe, the next one of these videos may be about you.